Hi guys, it's Crypto Guy in South Africa. It's been one full month since I've been elected as a Tron Super representative. So I thought, let me make a video, let's recap what we've done this month. Let's see that, we're doing what we need to do, become as a super representative. But also, to celebrate 1 month, I've also done a special airdrop, which I'll talk about in here, specifically for my voters. So as we I said before, before becoming a Tron Super representative, I made it pretty clear that I'll ensure that I run a good node, keep it up and running. As you can see, 0 blocks missed. So all that time, I spent in the test net, making sure the nodes are running, learning as much as we can for the real deal, if you want to call it that. It's paid off. You can see solid node running, up and running all the time, got the backup infrastructure, spent a lot of time making sure we've got a decent node, backup nodes, got a separate payment system, all the nodes required for that. So we've really paid a lot of attention to making sure we got a node to ensure we provide a safe network, which ultimately secures your Tron investment and also helps the Tron grow. Then another thing that we did, go seed it, it's a great initiative that's been kicked off, so that we can seed it on Twitter especially. Now, if you know me, I'm pretty active on Twitter. It's one of the platforms that I like to go on. We said we were going to be official launch partner. And just to give you some ideas from the official launch partner on the actual day, I tweeted a lot, I used this a lot, I gave a lot of TRX away. I didn't just, I didn't push out tokens, I pushed out real TRX. I got some stats, from Roback, saying, on that day, I pushed out about 8% of that, the traffic in that first 24 hours using the Twitter go seeded for TRX transactions specifically. So it was a good result. We had a lot of movement, but then also there was other guys in the community like David, WLFOF, missed, I'm not actually sure how you spell that, but both of these guys active. They led a thing called the Tron Storm, or the Storm if you want to call it that, where they targeted certain celebrities. I helped out where I could in that, but yeah, we were very busy in this. This kept us busy for a few good days, and it was really good to see this lift off the ground. Again, during the month, we helped out other SRs, or I helped out other SRs. 4 days after being elected, I helped gain momentum for Crypto Chain to get in. He brought us the Ledger wallet. Trezor's development's done. It's going to be coming out soon, hopefully. So great SR to have on board. He also is keen to always help other SRs. We were keen to bring on more SRs, but we got a bit of a mixed reaction from the community, so we left that from that. We got a bit of a mixed reaction saying, rather just let it be. So we've left it, but we've helped out other SRs in other ways. So for instance, Tron Europe, they were very close to becoming an SR, and they just needed a few extra votes. So we helped out there by just giving them the last push over the line. But they did very well to get where they were. They did it all. It was great to see that they got up there. Another SR that got elected was Tron Spark. They had a little bit of challenges. They basically got elected. They were creating blocks, and then for whatever reason they had problems with their servers after a while, and we were able to assist them, get them up and running. Crypto Chain also helped out there. So always keen to help other SRs, especially if securing the network is the first goal. So when SRs come in and we believe that they can do the job, we'll help where we can, make sure that we can secure this network. Other things that we focused on, we focused on just fine tunes on the payment engine and transparency to our voters. So you'll see that I pay every night. I do not miss a payment. I have not missed a payment since becoming an SR. I think giving the rewards back to the community, because let's face it, the community voted me in. I'm by no means a millionaire or anything like that. Everything, me getting voted in, was purely by the community with their support. So it's important that we ensure that we pay our rewards every night. We made some upgrades here, and we'll carry on upgrading this to try and make it easier for our voters to view, how they've earned their rewards, what is owed to them, and what has been paid. And then primary goal, we carry on making content. I'm making content to ensure that, newcomers coming into Tron can learn about Tron, new developments in Tron. I'll carry on making videos. And really at the end of the day is to educate and grow the Tron community. And then to say a big thank you to my voters, what I've done is I've done my normal payment run today, but I've done an additional payment run of 20 TRX. not all voters got this 20 TRX. Let's be clear about this. What I've done is I believe voters that stick with you, voters that help you get into the into the SR slot, voters that stayed with you from there onwards deserved an extra reward. So basically I did a special airdrop where I looked at all voters that had a specific voter rounds or above specific voter rounds, and those would be voters that were there before the 100 million or just shortly after the 100 million, and those supporters that got us over that 100 million received 20 TRX. And if they stuck with us, so if they voted and they left, then they've basically forfeited this. So what I'm trying to say is, voters that stick with me, I'm going to give you 20 TRX tonight. It's already been done. I see some people already have noticed on Twitter that they got the extra 20 TRX. So yes, again, thank you to my voters. Really appreciate it. Up and above that, there's another Explorer known as TRX Explorer. It's kind of an equivalent of Tron Scan. It's a developer. One of my SR things that I said I wanted to do, I want to be able to donate some Tron to developers that are creating some content. So this person's created content. He's not very well known. You can see him in the Slack. If I remember correctly, his name is Nicholas. He's developed some content. He hasn't actually even approached me for a donation. So and I thought, let me just donate some. He's got a little button at the bottom of the website to donate. I thought, let me donate some. He's running all of this at his own cost. So yeah, give a hand at this. I'll try and make a video pretty soon on just this. So you can have an alternative, should you want to have an alternative to Tron Scan. Don't get me wrong, Tron Scan's brilliant, but I do think it's good to have more than one option or more than one Explorer in the network. Then one more thing that I did, Joe, is I donated 3,000 TRX to what we call the Virunga National Park. So why did I do this? So basically, I have a voter called Lucas. He approached me, back before, when I was still a candidate. I wasn't even elected, and he kind of said, look, why don't I campaign and give some away, to something like a national park or a charity. And I said to him, look, I can't change it now, but give me your support, and if I become an SR, I'll donate it. At the time, to be honest, I didn't even know if I would become an SR, but I said I would. So tonight I've donated 3,000 TRX. It is a worthy cause. I wouldn't have just agreed to anything. It is something that is related. It's in Africa, so it's great to use some of the TRX to help initiatives in Africa. The Virunga National Park, basically, it's a conservation park, one of the biggest ones in Africa, and it's got obviously some problems with poaching and everything, but there's a great video about this on Netflix that you can watch. So have a look at it, and yeah, that's just me honoring a commitment that I agreed to. So yeah, that's me. But yeah, I would like to say thank you for everyone that supported me. Really appreciate it, and yeah, let's hope the next month's even better.